Good morning, breakfast clubbers, and I'm back in England today and I'm on the hunt for another good full English. So I found this place, it's Sue's Butties, and I've heard they do a good full English and it's great value for money as well. So let's go check it out. Back from our short summer trip away now, and I find myself here on Thornton Road in Bradford. And today we're taking a look at Sue's Butties, a traditional Yorkshire butty shop / greasy spoon cafe. After being welcomed in and patiently awaited in the queue of workers dressed in the high-vis uniforms ordering their morning butties, I had to decide whether to tackle a monster breakfast priced at £13, but in the end I opted for the slightly smaller bad boy breakfast priced at just £8. This includes 3 bacon, 3 sausage, spam, beans, tomatoes, 2 eggs, mushrooms and a choice between black pudding or hash brown, plus toast or a tea cake. And by tea cake, I mean a proper Yorkshire one, not that nonsense with fruit in it. In the end, I went for the toast and added on the hash brown and fried bread for an extra 50p each. Drinks are extra, with tea at £1 and coffee at £1.20. So thankfully I didn't have to wait too long for Sue to knock up this bad boy and bring it out. So let's tuck in.
Oh, that's no worries. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Certainly got a full plate here, and this is only the medium breakfast. Everything appears to be well placed. Our bean and tomato juices are on the loose, but still packed in enough by the bacon, spam and fried bread to cause too much of a problem. The toast has come on a separate plate, so no chance of it being tarnished by those juices. 1 egg yolk on top is looking a little dodgy, but overall, it's a decent presentation. Score, 7 out of 10. Moving from first impressions to flavour, let's check out the sausages. They don't look like your average catering sausages, but they're not top-end butcher's quality either. What they are, though, is very tasty indeed, reminding me of some good old-fashioned Walls sausages.
Sausages. Walls. Sausages. Walls.
Yes, you know the ones. Score, 8 out of 10. Now from the bangers, we'll move on to the bloodier side of things with the black pudding. This is a good sized portion, soft and moist in the centre, with a touch of crisp around the edges. Can't fault it at all. Score, top marks, 10 out of 10. Next, let's see how the tomatoes hold up. This week I've got some watery tinned chopped tomatoes. They're not my favourite, and I very seldom get any real enjoyment out of them. But these aren't all that bad to be fair. Plenty of flavour, and a fair portion too. Score, 6 out of 10. Since they're both on the plate, let's give the black pudding and tomato one of those combo tests. Yep, let's do a fun-only combo. We've tried the black pudding with a roast plum tomato before, but now let's give it a go with these chopped toms. Unlike last time, the pudding is moist enough on its own, so it doesn't really blend that well here, giving off less of that taste sensation we previously experienced. Still, it's worth a try though. Combo score, 5 out of 10. After that little experiment, it's over to the beans. Fair portion of beans here. Some of the juice has mixed with the tomato, making the taste a touch bitter in places, but elsewhere it remains thick with a sweet, sugary flavour. Score, 6 out of 10. And where there are beans, eggs are never far behind. I've got a couple of fried eggs here. The whites are cooked well, and they've had a flip on the grill, giving the yolks a quick seal on top. 1 yolk has been burst, which I'm guessing happened during the flip. Still, there's enough runniness left for some dipping delights. Score, 7 out of 10. To mop those yolks up, it's only fair we move on to the fried bread. A single halved slice, cooked on the grill plate like we've seen before, and possibly the best looking example of this method so far. It's a little soggy around the edges where it touched the tomato juice, but elsewhere it has a good crunch. Unfortunately, flavour wise, it's a bit lacking. Score, 5 out of 10. Balancing that out, we'll turn on to the toast next. 2 thin slices of white bread, well buttered, lightly toasted just to my preference. It pairs beautifully with the egg yolk and soaks up the leftover juices nicely. Score, 6 out of 10. Onward now to the mushrooms. And the mushrooms have been diced up into tiny pieces. Probably better for butties and tea cakes that way, but that's just my guess. Sadly, there wasn't much flavour or texture to them, and even a little pepper didn't save the day. A shame really, as these do drag down an otherwise solid plate. Score, 2 out of 10. Let's see if the hash brown can lift things back up again. A single hash brown, fried to a nice golden colour. A tad soggy, but cutting in reveals thick, well-cooked shredded potato with plenty of flavour. Was it worth the extra 50p? Definitely yes. Score, 9 out of 10. From fried potato shapes, let's shift over to another favourite, the spam. 1 thick meaty slice kept moist while sitting on top of those juices. There's a great salty tasting piece of spam here, just a touch thicker, and it'd be top marks. Score, 9 out of 10. And finally, let's wrap up with the bacon. And I seem to have inadvertently saved the best for last. Like the spam, it's been kept moist, and I've got 3 thick slices of perfectly cooked bacon. Sue does tell me it's just catering bacon, but you'd never know it. She also tells me she cuts the fat off before cooking, and says the bacon is really one of the reasons customers keep coming back. And I can see why. Perfectly cooked and tasting top drawer. Score 10 out of 10. So if you're enjoying this video, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more honest reviews coming every week. You can also join our Facebook group where you can share photos of your full English efforts and get the discussion going. Now then, let's get back to the real business and see if this breakfast was worth the money. With a base price of just £8, you're getting a bargain of a feast straight away. Adding fried bread and a hash brown for 50 pence each only sweetens the deal. Throw in a mug of tea for £1 and you've got a cracking breakfast for a tenner. For that price, you can't go wrong. I've certainly paid much more elsewhere for less. So if you're looking to fill your belly at a fair price, I'd definitely recommend a visit. And if you do, make sure to mention this channel to bag yourself a 0% discount on a cracking breakfast. Score 10 out of 10. Time for the final numbers now then, and after chucking all those scores into our number cruncher here, Sue's Butties scores a total of 95 out of a maximum of 130. Putting that into a percentage then, and that gives Sue's a final Breakfast Club score of 73.1%, placing them firmly in our good rating bracket. Taking a look at the leaderboard, it's a very respectable score, but just misses out on a place in our top 10. Do hope you enjoyed that review. After all that, all that's left to say now is may your bacon be sizzling, your fried bread golden, and your yolks runny. Thanks for watching, bye for now. So that was my breakfast here at Sue's this morning. I've got to say, great friendly staff, a very enjoyable breakfast, and the value, well, outstanding value in my opinion. What did you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.